So this is probably one of my more important messages, so I hope it gets more than like 2 views. You feel? Either way, this has been my reality. My heart is not fine now, and either way, the poison that's been used against me, both literally and figuratively speaking, has left me broken. Years of targeting, manipulation, and abuse that's stolen my life away from me piece by piece. Patterns on repeat taking me from anything that I could have insisted for in my life, trapping me into a cycle of destruction. I'm hacked, I'm hijacked. Everything you do is monitored. And these covert attacks staged up on me and smear campaigns, bribes, and all of the other stuff I believe is part of this has been aimed at me for decades. It's been aimed at me for years. And I'm just too stupid to see it because, well, the poison works. You're not so much as able to reason too well. And so you're just being made into a fucking idiot. 27 years of this kind of abuse, and you come to find out who was behind it all. And no one even wants to simply acknowledge the kind of truth that's there because it's unbearable. It's not just the past as if it's happening, as if it's happened, and like you can move on from it. No, it's happening right now. Okay, I can't go to work because of transmission. I gotta run to make that thing work. I drive on like every last 86,860, whatever. Every last egg in there has to make it unbroken. And if I break it, it's the whole $1 million deal. Well, it's all I've ever known how to drive. I've never been able to drive a car, a real one, or have a real life. Because no matter what's offered to you, even if there is a solution, even if there's a way out, you're hijacked. You're monitored. So anything that you're trying to work on, anything that you're writing on, is aimed at. It's aimed at to destroy you. So my life's been taken from these controllers, meant to tear my life apart, and my life feels haunted. At times, I've walked in here like, holy fuck, man, this is just, I don't like this. I don't want this. Whatever this is. Because you just feel it. You don't know what's all moved, what's all missing, what that is, but you know something's there. And then it's like, how are you going to be able to speak out about this? It's legitimately to drive you into a person that makes it look like you've eroded upon yourself. I've been poisoned. I've gone in and out of the hospitals, which is another thing that's daunting to me. With what I'm going into the hospitals and shit for every single time, not one of these single times I could do any kind of blood work to suggest that there's a higher than normal levels of a certain type of metal in my body. Like nothing. Or even suggesting with the symptoms I'm experiencing. Like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm like unable inside. I'm suffocating inside. I don't know, just like you think about all the things that I used as words to suggest what was going on with me, that they would have been able to put two and two together. So I mean, I'm led to believe in very little trust in the system already with what I've gone through, with what I've actually experienced. And then people want to doubt these experiences as if it's not satanic ritual abuse. Every Christmas, here you go, kid. It's very satanic, and it is very ritualistic, and it's shaped by those patterns of abuse. And so I'm not going to just sit here and be hospitalized, poisoned, hunted. On top of it, feeling haunted by the gaslighting behaviors, hacked, hacked in actuality, and then hijacked on top of it experience the identity theft now. On top of, like, the man wants to take my life. Man, you need to take my life. Fucking come drop my house off. I'll come drop my house off at your doorstep, but first I want you on that fucking doorstep, bitch. Fucking piece of shit, cage ass motherfuckers. Excuse me. And I just wanted to say, but this isn't me living in the past. I'm fighting hard to try and not live in the past. This is honestly me just, I want to do something more with my life. Just like Tupac was, trying to come up from under, and all Tupac was suggesting to people is, no, I don't want to sign a record label or do any of this bullshit. I'm out here trying to live my life. Real talk. That's what Tupac did. And he was up against monsters. Monsters that extended all the way into the music industry and this well-known pedophile community who has also been very, very cautious with their steps with me, I might add, because I've been targeted since I was 7. I've been targeted since I was 11. I've been targeted since I was fucking... I had blood fucking in a little fetus. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit. These motherfuckers want to control every last little aspect of your lives, knowing their very future that your life could represent and work hard to be able to get would be exactly the things that would expose them as being who they are, and they just couldn't handle it. They can't handle it. They're not going to be able to handle God, but certainly aren't able just to handle the just whatever. They're fucking cowards. Like, they're the definition of what a coward is. You feel? My life has been stolen up from me. Years of work, blood, sweat, tears, you name it. Future earnings, past earnings, current earnings, time being sucked away from me, energy being sucked away from me, left and right, covertly, maliciously maligning, I might add. Completely restrictive. Try to move. Okay. I see 10,000 offers that sound great. If I had the money to join, I'd join. But not one of them would work. Not one of them. And the reason I can explain that is because no matter where I'm going, the attackers and the hackers and the hijackers and the people working in this defense of their own criminal activity need people like me fucked up. They don't want my truth. They don't want what I have to say. So they gotta kill me. Just like they had to silence Pac. So it's not about yoking yourself up with the people of the world in this fashion. It's the fashion of the fact of the matter is the world had already yoked itself up into our lives, stripping us of our ability, stripping us of our rights. What right do I have to stand on? Which one of my amendments can I stand firm on? Name one. Because when one of them's removed, all of the other ones are removed. They're written the way they are for a very important reason. But people don't even get that. It's like civics class got wiped out of classrooms for a very important reason. I didn't even have civics class, but I just took it upon myself to learn civics. Because if you don't have these things and these abilities to speak out in times of aggression and go up against your enemy, you're going to get destroyed. You want me to end up as Tupac? Based on the fact of my own alienated friend or alienating friend wants to undermine me and my abilities to even surface a fucking whole integer of myself. and then suggest I'm living in the past. I'm not living in the past. Just because I put together stuff that is about the work that I want to do has nothing to do with this, is because this has nothing to do with the work that I wanted to do. 1.5, however many videos I have, is 0%. Nada. Zilch. Zippo. Nothing of what I would want to do with my own life. But I'm not entitled to that. Just as you saw Tupac Shakur on stage, right in front of Biggie, and right in front of P. Diddy, knowing exactly what he was up against. A fucking monster of a system that needs you fucking dead because of where it moved with your life. I think it's a really criminal thing to ignore these things, folks, because my life has been removed from me. I've been under constant threat, under constant attack, constantly surveilled, constantly hacked, and this man's manipulated every single possibility of it even suggesting that it having larger forces behind it that could have even suggested me taking upon an organic life from birth till now. So nothing is of a more uncertainty to me, being that person has moved in this way of my life, and the terrifying truth as it stands and the gravity of what's been done is I've been stuck in this cycle of abuse. So like, this is me unraveling. And I'm going to unravel because there's not one fucking thing I can do that's going to be protected by the state, that's also undermining the very constituents of this systematic pressure that is against all of the targets that are targeted upon in this satanic ritual abusive way. So no one's going to come out here and tell me or suggest to me that I don't know what I am saying, when it's clearly I've been going through things and people need to understand that I haven't been able to live my own life. And so without that actual said help that I'm actually seeking out in the world, there's no me, just like there's no Justin Bieber. Even if Justin Bieber wanted to become Justin Bieber again, he's like, I wouldn't, whatever. I bet you he wishes he wouldn't have even gone on American Idol. Or who the fuck knows, man. Let these people get away with all their pedalist shit that they want to fucking do. P. Diddy shit and all this other fucking war-made shit that's over people in entirety in a very satanic ritual abusive way. Very satanic. And these people know exactly who they are, and they know exactly who their masters are. They know exactly where their money comes from. You dig? So, I'm just trying to take it there because people have to know this stuff is not fair. It isn't. And this world needs to wake the fuck up, and wake the fuck up now. I'm not going to tolerate this shit. To tell you the truth, I don't want to rap about it. I honestly feel like I have every right to take it there and then some. So, whoever is with me, and whoever wants to silence me, go ahead and continue to silence me. God's got this. God don't got any of these motherfuckers, that's for sure.